The next sweep challenge we're going to have a go at is the one in the bottom right hand corner, and this time we're going to use a sweep or swept feature to remove material from a part or a body, as you can see on the screen. So if we have a look at the tabs on the bottom, we've got the drawing for this part so we can make reference to the dimensions. We've also got a copy of the final outcome as a model, so we can also use that as a reference as well. So if we click on the plus, we can go on to Create Part Studio. That will appear as a tab at the bottom. We can right click on that, rename it as Tutorial, and then we're ready to start. So the first thing we need to do is check out the dimensions. So the base, okay, which is a extruded square, is 200, okay, by 200. So I'm going to click Sketch, click on this top work plane, press N to flatten that, to normalize it. I'm going to go for, on this one, okay, a corner rectangle, and we're going to dimension it from here, because this will make it easier using, okay, the origin later. So we're going to type in 200, okay, by 200. Now I just need to obviously change that to 200 rather than 20. And I'm going to click the dimension tool, or D for dimension, and I'm going to dimension it from the centre, 100, like so. We're then going to go and extrude that, and I just need to check the dimension. So it's 20 millimeters, as you can see there, in height. I'm going to type in 20, and I'm just going to turn this around. Actually, look where my origin is, and if I look at where the origin is here, I can see the origin is along that edge as well, so that's fine. So I'm extruding it above, okay, rather than below like that, and that'll just make life slightly easier, as you can see. So we're going to save that. I'm going to create a sketch on this front face, and again press N to normalize. And we're going to start with, again, a corner rectangle, and if we check the drawing, okay, if we zoom in on here, that's got to be 20 millimeters wide and 10 millimeters, okay, so 20 mil, and you can see 10 millimeters deep. There we go. So I'm going to dimension that 20 by 10 millimeters in that way, and I'm also going to dimension it from the center as well. Okay, 10 millimeters, so that's in the center, and I'm going to save that. So that sketch is going to be my profile. So the path, we're going to click on this top plane, or top surface should I say, and you can see here the origin again is there, so I'm going to use my origin as reference. And if we come to the drawing and we press F for fit, so it's going to fit on the screen, and just zoom into this here. So like you see, we've got a line coming up, and the dimensions here referencing the actual path. So we've got a line coming up, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sort of verticals. So let's have a go at drawing that. So I'm just going to press F for fit, there we go. L for line, and we're going up to the left of the drawing, so L for line. So you can see I'm clicking here and I'm dragging these lines out, and I'm sort of waking up these references here. Like so, and I'm going to snap to that top edge there. I'm going to click Escape. Let's check the sizes out. So 35 millimeters, all these verticals apart from the top one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select that one, and that one, and I'm going to go equal. okay, 35mm. Check the next dimension out, so it's 80, that one, and then the others are 160. So I'm going to dimension this one to 80, and a total one to 160. So as you can see, that's fully defined now. There are no blue lines, okay, so that will not move anywhere. So we've defined every, okay, dimension. And you would see when I was sketching this out using a line tool, and I was coming along here like that, okay, I was making referencing to some of these points. So therefore all these lines, okay, were going to be the same. So if you don't do that and you drag out, okay, these lines, you don't make reference to some of the edges, okay, you will need to dimension probably all these horizontals are the same again if you don't use the equal, okay, for these ones as well. So you have to do more dimensioning. So that's done. I'm going to right click and rename that here to path and click off that to confirm it. Just going to go up to this angle here. Actually, I'll spin it around using my mouse. I'm going to hide these so they don't get too annoying. I'm going to go up to sweep. So this time we are going for a solid, but we want to remove this time. So faces is going to be my profile here. And what we're going to go for is the path. And again, I could click on each one of these and go along, or if I get rid of those, I can actually select it there as well. And as you can see, because I've clicked remove, it has removed that material to create that sort of channel or that maze going around there. If I click add, it would come up with an error because basically what it's saying is you're adding material into material that's already there, so it would result in nothing. If I click new, a part will appear here, okay, because it would be creating a separate part. And if I click intersect, alright, if you see the tick, it would actually create, okay, the geometry for the actual channel, alright, what I want to actually remove. So I need to go back into there and click remove and save that. And there we go, we've got created that second one. And again, if you need to go into the base and change the base, okay, in terms of the thickness, you can click on the extrude. You can change the size of the original sketch again by going into edit and updating those dimensions if needed. And again, the profile and the path can be edited in addition to the sweep. So if we come back to this one here, you can see that's what I've created. If we go to mass properties and check the mass, that's 0.648. Just need to apply the material. So ABS. If I get to A, oops, click on that, ABS, there we go, top one. Okay, and select that mass there. So 0.648, and that one 0.648. There you go. So if the mass it's not equal, okay, then what you need to do is go back and check some of these different features and sketches and check the sizes, dimensions, and the options that you've selected. And if not, and they do match, that's that one, okay, completed quite quickly. Thanks for watching, and if you found this content helpful, please click like and subscribe, and also check out any other resources and videos created using the links in the description. I'll see you on the next one.